Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is LeSquatch and welcome back to Kryptocraft Unleashed. And it's been a while. It has actually been a few days since I recorded live. I've been putting up some pre-recorded footage for the time being because I've been moving back to university. But I am now back. I am in my new house. We have 125 megabit internet with Virgin. And it has a 10 megabit upload speed. So yeah, downloading and uploading super fast. Before, when I was at home, if I were uploading a half an hour video, it would take approximately 4 hours because my internet connection was something like 0.9 megabits a second, which is abysmal. But here, a 30-minute video takes about 24 minutes, and it is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. It helps me out with the YouTubes like nothing, like nothing else. But I still have been playing on the server, albeit not recording, and I've got a few things to show you. Namely, I didn't mention it, but I think a few episodes ago, or certainly a while ago, I moved the cacti just so it's in a line, so that I didn't have to risk pricking myself if I walked towards a makeshift chicken farm, which I will probably automate at the moment, but so far I've just been taking the eggs out of here, which rapidly fills up, and just throwing them in here and letting them grow. But some keep dying. I'll throw 2 eggs and get 2 chickens, for example, and then, or 2 chicks, and I'll come back and there's only 1, or they're both dead, or something strange. Anyway, I also did this. Tell me guys what you think of it. I'm trying to spruce up the area, make it look a bit neater. And I actually watched The Hobbit whilst I was helping my girlfriend move into her house. And she's also a student. And this is sort of Hobbit inspired, a nice little tunnel. I might bump it out one, although it might make it a little bit too long. But anyway, I've been doing that. And got some wooden stairs here for some decoration. But yeah, I also switched out the birch trees for oak trees, because oak trees have the unique property of being able to grow through the leaves of another tree, or another oak tree at least. So that massively helps with the wood farm. And I've got a considerable, like billion times considerable amount of biomass, saplings and oak wood now. Here is the lava tank. I've been doing a little bit. I found a little bit more. So I found roughly about 100 more buckets worth. But if we just take a little peep to our left... this is why I love servers. Because you can just have production going on when you're not there. And it's almost full. Look at that. Almost 1,846 buckets of biomass. Unrefined power! I'm so excited. Let's take a look down in the sort of shanty town of the underground base. So yeah, the downside is that it produces apples, or sort of, it's not really a downside, but an extra to the birch trees is that it produces apples, so we have to find a way to store them. So I've just been sending them along the red line, and then moving them periodically from this into here. And I've noticed that a little update to the barrels, if you have more than a stack in there, so instead of being able to click twice to clear it, if you click twice, oops, okay, that might have been a bit too fast. Well, anyway, it keeps one item in there, so if you wanted to just clear a barrel, but all but one, you can now just do that with left clicking, which I think is amazing. But yeah, we have a lot of wood. A lot of wood. I replaced the chests completely with barrels because it's cheaper. Otherwise I would have had to make loads and loads of gold chests and that would be kind of expensive. Yeah, let's, while we're here, may as well shimmy things over. And they see, went down to 1 instead of emptying it out. So go in here. Yes, they all went in there. So that one has just over 3,000. This is full, but I think 64 times 64 is... Oh dear. That's 3,000. This is like 4,000. Well, it's 3,600 plus some. 3,600 plus some. So yeah, it's like 4,000-ish. And this is the setup that we saw last episode, and this is the overflow chest. And yeah, this is like with our little poor crappy automation up there, which we do need to improve, because periodically when the cart goes over the item unloaders, it will take out the fuel, and it's really annoying because the way that the cart works is that you place a wood log in the first smeltery slot. So you place it here. Place it here. But the item unloaders are told to remove oak wood because we want to store it. And it will periodically remove the wood from here, and therefore the engine will run out of fuel. We also need to repair this. And yeah, that's kind of doesn't really help in terms of automation. Now, what do we come here for? Yeah, diamonds. Oh, excuse me. I think I've got a little bit of a cold coming on, but never mind. I'm a man, I'll get over it. But yeah, also, I went caving, found a little bit more of our cave that hadn't been explored, and I found about a stack and a half more of diamonds than we had before, so that's pretty awesome. And I do plan on actually building a treasure room, because what's the point of having... Oh. And we disconnected. I'll be right back. And we're back. That was actually just a simple relog jobby. Is it alright? Yeah. Are you just not updating? Maybe we're not back. Are we back? No, we're not. Okay, I think the server's having a little bit of difficulty. But I will be right back with you guys when we are up and running again. Cool. Looks like we're all back. Anyway, let's... Oh, what did I drop? What? What? How did I end up dropping that? Okay, we apparently dropped our lap pack. That could have been an expensive mistake. Anyway, let's... yeah, there we go. It's updated now. Let's repair this. And make some improvements. By the way, I just wanted to say... last episode I asked about the turtle program, which is called Andy Logger. Like so. And... Oops. Andy Logger. And yes, I know my keyboard is loud. I apologise. It's a mechanical keyboard. I'm looking out for getting a new one, but for the time being I'm okay with this one. And actually my microphone's now no longer on my table, so hopefully the clicks and clacks and thuds won't be as noticeable. But anyway, that is the name of the turtle program. But apparently as of 1.5.2 and of Feed the Beast Unleashed version 1.12 or 1.1.2, whatever it is, it bugs out and doesn't refuel itself. So I think I'm going to stick with this kind of tree farm for now. I still might go back to the Andy Logger program if it gets updated, or something to do with turtles. But there is something else we can make. It is called... Oh, two items we need. One is the advanced detector rail, which is just shape crafting with 2 pressure plates and redstone and iron, which is pretty nice. And the cargo manager, which is what I tried to build last season in my single player world, but I kind of doubt and didn't realise you need an advanced pressure plate. Advanced detector rail, even. So what do we need to make these? We need the chest panes again, which are over here. This is kind of like my Soren chest. If any of you watch Direwolf 20's videos, then you'll get that reference. But we need a lot of wood, but it's not like we don't have a wood farm or anything. I need to make some more of these chest panes. How do you do that? Okay. So planks like this, and then the logs like that. Makes us a bajillion chest panes. And then we can turn them into iron chest panes. Oh, dudes, I've got so much iron, this is ridiculous. I think I'm ever going to run out of iron. I think I've got even more in here. still all that, man, I'm so rich. Living the high life. I'm like a R&B artist. Because, yeah, I'm totally an R&B artist. Anyway, we need 4 of these, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need, probably to make more of them, we need 4 of these huge ones, which require 9 of these each. Wow, okay. We need to make some more of the good stuff. So we have these 2 ones now, and we need to make this last one, this large dynamic pane. And that requires dynamic panes, okay, which are made with redstone. So let's, how many of these do we need? 4 multiplied by 4. Okay, just 4. That's easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Labbly jabbly. Large dynamic pane, and now we should be able to do this. Sweet. And then we need some stone. Some smooth stone. Or do we have pressure plates? We have 1. Okay. So we just need 2 smooth stone. Cool flip. Get some pressure plates. And then... Ooh, cargo drop-off rail. Maybe this would be a bit better than what we're going for. If, let's have a look at this one. If this doesn't work, then we can try something else. Wait, was that this? Okay, with iron. Good. Let's stop derping around and do that. Cool. So instead of having our item unloader, we should now be able to regulate everything with a cargo manager, and hopefully it won't take our fuel away. Here's hoping. So let's get some cobblestone back. Screw you. I just don't really need it on a hotbar, so we can just do this. And then have the cargo manager with an advanced detector rail over the top. And you, and then put you back. Cool. Right clicking the advanced detector rail doesn't do anything, but the cargo manager, actually this might not work with it on top. I don't think it does actually. Let's quickly change this. Oh, you're slow. Please tell me I get you back. I do, good. Phew. Thought I was going to lose it then. I think we actually need to have it to the side, which might complicate things a bit. Can I still open you with this on top? No, I can't. Never mind. I could replace you with a hopper, I suppose. Anyway, let's just get this done. So we have the yellow side on, so we want to change you to interact with the storage slots. We want to take it from the cart. And I think that's it. I think that's all we need to do. Can I right click to the cart? Oh, wrong one. Right click on that, goes back to the railers, okay. Torches, no. Explosives, no. Arrows, no. Bridge, no. Seeds, no. Fertilizer, no. Saplings, no. Ooh, saplings. Can you do... Maybe I'll try just, yeah, interact with the storage slots. Because if I just remove saplings, I'm going to have something else to remove the logs. And let's see what happens. I'm hoping this works. So let's give you some more power. Put you back in the smeltery, and you can do your job. It'll first remove the saplings and then remove the wood, but we'll come back to that. So for the rest of this episode, whilst this does its job, let's improve our setup we have downstairs. Namely, involving a still. This is another thing from I was going to say fertilizer, from forestry. So we need some more bronze. I think we have some. I think I made a great chunk of it. If not, we can just make some more. No big deal. Yeah, there we go. Cool. And may as well just turn this all into what are these called? Sturdy casings. Because I know we're going to need a lot of them in the future. Is that everything we need? It is. Still. Great. We do need to power this, but we have our clockwork engine for our cheapskate hobo power method. So we need to pump stuff out of this tank and put it into here. This will become our biofuel tank. And I'm wondering whether we should expand it, but I don't think we will just yet. Because I don't want to mess up the theme. These are all 5x5 tanks, and don't want to change that. So I want to pump out of here into the still, and then from the still up into the tank. So let's have you... Oh, it's going to annoy me if they're not lined up. Okay, we're going to have you there. The pipes can be messy, but let's have this symmetrical anyway. So what this does is it changes or processes biomass and turns it into what was biofuel, but it is now called ethanol. I think biofuel is still in the menu though. Yeah, I don't exactly know how to produce this. These things in fact don't have any recipes. But anyway, it's now called ethanol. I think if we do this, yeah, refinery, squeezer, still, there we go. 1 bucket of biomass gives us Ooh, okay, I think it's got nerfed since the last episode, since the last version. But nevertheless, we can start pumping out. So, for this we will need liquiducts, and I think we're going to convert to these because using redstone engines are slow and newbie. Wait, I can't spell. Liquiduct. They are made with hardened glass and copper, and I think I made some hardened glass because Knight has a processing area over there, which I've been using off camera. It's his thermal expansion setup. I'm pretty sure I made some hardened glass. Though this is, yes, haha, I knew it. I was going to say, because that is actually, it's been a while. And I've, no wait, I totally know what I've been doing. I totally can remember. Not like I have dementia or anything. Anyway, no, let's not go there. So, we can make 8. Is this going to be enough? Probably not. Let's make some more. Don't want to sell ourselves short. We do need the hardened glass for redstone conduits as well. So we don't want to use all of it. But this will do, and we will need some redstone torches, which we'll be able to make. And this will greatly help with the neatness of this place. We can actually completely replace this pipe with liquiducts and don't need this engine anymore. So that will make things a bit neater. So anyway, let's have you going across, and how do we want to do this? Let's have you coming out from the top. I think this should be okay. We will need a wrench actually. Do I have one here? No. No. Let's go get our wrench. We want the prototype Omni wrench. We'll have to find it first. It's around here somewhere. There it is. Good. Because we will need to toggle the liquiducts to be on, otherwise they won't do anything. The default setting for liquiducts is input, so if something were feeding into this then it would work, but otherwise you have to toggle it with a wrench. So have you going... Oh, I can just go back. That works out. Although that doesn't. And by the way, shift right click can knock them off. You can attack it with a pick, but it takes forever, and this is just easier. So for output we need to make a redstone torch. Let's make a few because I'm probably going to be making a lot of liquiduct setups. And we need to power it. So that's now, this pipe is now being powered. And we can wrench it. So you have a little arrow. That's telling it that it is outputting from the still. So we now need to input into the still. And to do that we will link up these networks. And the good thing about liquiducts is if they already have liquid in them, then they won't connect with each other. But as these don't, then they will. So we want to keep this fairly away from each other, but I do realise that we only have 4 liquiducts left, which is going to be exactly enough. Look at that! MLG Pro. We need to wrench that and put another redstone torch down somewhere. It's going to look so ugly. But don't worry guys, this is going to be neatened up. I'm not going to... Like, it hurts me enough. There we go, see? This is being input into the still, and it will quickly fill up with biomass. How much actually does that drain? 2 buckets, 3 buckets, 4, 5, 6. So maybe 10 by the time we actually looked at it. So this holds roughly 8 to 10 buckets of biomass in it, and will hopefully produce biomass really quickly, biofuel really quickly. So let's just repurpose this clockwork engine. Oh, excuse me. Sorry guys, I do have a bit of a cold, but it's manageable. Sorry for the sniffing annoys you. Anyway, let's let this rip, and yeah, look at that. We are getting ethanol. So, what we are going to be using this ethanol for is to power a steam boiler. And that is what we are using all of this steel for. So, for this, instead of typing steel like that, because you'll get millions of things, type in boiler, and it will give you the liquid-fueled boiler firebox, which is what we want, and the high-pressure boiler tank, which produces more steam. Because you do have a low pressure and a high pressure. I think the high pressure takes more fuel to power, but it produces more steam, so it's better in the long run. and we should actually be able to do everything that we need. But there are a few items that we need to make before we make the steam boiler, and I will be doing it before the end of this episode, so don't worry about that. I will happily do things off camera, which I will need to do because there's a rolling machine and all sorts of things involved. Well, I've also been watching YouTube videos and sort of staring at these bushes and collecting them for future needs. We also have 30 levels, or 33 levels, so we should enchant something at some point. But yes, we should make or we should get our rolling machine back out of its murky depths in this chest somewhere. Where is it? Hey, rolling machine, rolling machine, rolling machine. Hey boy. Where did I put you? Where have you run off to? You little scamp. Oh, 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 oh. I'm glad I looked in this chest because that has reminded me of a little project that I've been working on the side. We have a little BuildCraft potential over here. BuildCraft power potential over here. But we don't have any IC2 power. Dun, 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 dun. Oh gosh, this has taken me forever. I think the last 3 episodes, so probably about 2 weeks, though not continuously, I've been prepping these things. This of course makes solar panels, and let's do it now. Let's do it now. Let's actually do this thing, and we can make the rest of the steam boiler off camera because we have some time. So yeah, let's get this out. And this will be making a standard solar panel. But of course we can improve it. Okay, let's get rid of that. Oh, screw it, let's just do this. And we will need an LV transformer and an MV transformer. So, the big reveal. This is what I've been working on. It is some solar panels. And we do the recipe like so. Yes, I did it right. Gives us a stack of solar panels. These all produce 1 EU per tick, I think, or 2 EU per tick. Oh my god, my knowledge is lacking. But of course, if we set these all up at one point, we'd have a humongous area producing pretty much nothing. But thanks to the compact solar array mod, or the add-on to IC2, I think, we can actually make these, but these require iridium, and I'm kind of not in any situation whatsoever to produce these. But we can do low voltage solar array. This is combining. Oh wait, I've dubbed. I need 8. Oh, I need 8 of these, not 1. But anyway, the principle is that we need 8 solar panels and 1 LV transformer to make 1 low voltage solar array. And then we can use 8 of those, combine them, to make a medium voltage solar array. But yeah, I didn't realise. Well, I kind of missed out the part where we need 8 lots of these as well. I'm sorry guys, I don't. But anyway, I will get these parts running because no one likes to watch people craft things that they pretty much know. It's second nature now. We've all been playing Feed the Beast for a while, so I'm sure we all know how these things work. And I will also make the steam boiler components, and I will be back with you when we have our stuff ready. Whoop whoop. Okay, just quickly wanted to show you this before it all comes out. I replaced the diamond chest with a hopper, and it seems to be working. It's pulling out of here, if a little slow. Giggity. And I also arched the track round so that it interacted with the other side of there, which is the green side, and that is, whoops, it is taking the saplings from the cart. And why are you over there? No, you go there. Yes, it's taking stuff from the cart and putting it into the cargo manager. Now we can see it. Will it interact? Yes, it will. That is awesome. Why? What's the red cycle to do anything? Why were you triggering? Anyway, main point being, so we hop over here. It hasn't taken any of the wood out of the smelter, which is perfect. It is exactly what we want, and therefore we now have a fully automated, permanently on wood farm. Just thought we should all celebrate this momentous occasion. Oh, almost forgot! Just set up this rolling machine down here so I could have everything together, and the Yeah, I made loads of steel plates. But the liquid fueled fire firebox needs a fire charge, and that is using a blaze powder and gunpowder and coal. The gunpowder and coal is not a bad thing, but Whip and Hannibal were playing around in Mistcraft, and along with all of this nether quartz that Hannibal gave me, I visited their mining age, which also happens to have a nether fortress in, and borrowed / just asked if I could have some nether chest. Some blaze rods. Hooray! So we can finally make some ender chests and ender tanks, and that was going to help out massively. But yeah, we have some blaze powder here. So I just wanted to update you guys on that. Stuff is still going on in the server, despite me being kind of flaky, and I do apologise. I didn't mean to be. But, you know how it is. Well, if you do have... I don't know if you do know how it is, but moving your stuff from home to a rented flat, or rented house rather, can take quite a lot of energy, and I was kind of tired. So, yeah, that's why there haven't been too many videos as of late, but I hoped that I could still kind of release one kind of frequently. But I'm back on my old schedule now, so that is all good. Okay, I think we have what we need now. We have 9 liquid-fueled boiler fireboxes and 36 high-pressure boiler tanks. And we'll put it over here, because I quite like it away from the main base so that we don't hear all the engines and the steam engines going. I think I might just lay it in a bit. Oh, we appear to have struck a cave. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just plonk it down here. Yeah. I do want to get these, seeing as I am right next to them. Can I make the jump? Ha! Yeah, look at that. Sweet, there's some coal there, which I will probably nab. But anyway, let's set this out. If it's 3x3, then we get a 3 wide tunnel. Yeah, it should be good. So, let's do it like this. And then plonk the high pressure boiler down on top. And if you haven't guessed already, this is a multi-block structure, so once we complete this construction, then we should get a fully functioning steam boiler. Give me there. Give me do that. Dun 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 dun. And this will actually complete it, but we don't want to complete it just yet because we have another row on top. And we're actually getting quite close to the tanks, but we don't need to put anything on top of this, so it's all good. Ooh. Let's do plonk, 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 plonk. And there we go. It is a 3x3x4 high pressure boiler. And can we see, yeah, 16,000 buckets of ethanol will go in there. Or, wait, is that 16? No, 16 buckets of ethanol. And it will produce and store 1,152 buckets of steam, which will be pumped into a tank that is going to be back one. Because I don't think we want to have... Or do we actually want to have another row of tanks? Or another tank, rather, to the left of that one. Let's have a look. What would it look like if we do that? Be tank there, tank for ethanol, then another tank here. Yeah, we could actually do that, instead of putting it back one. We could do, yeah, we'll have the front row for, like, useful tanks. And then the back rows can be apple juice, seed oil, maybe liquid metal, reference of Terminator, if anyone got that? Maybe? Oops. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, the front tanks will be display tanks. Will be what we're going to be using a lot, so we want to be able to see them. But we will be actually knocking through this wall. But we do need to move our Mistcraft stuff as well. So this place is by no means complete. It's still in flux. Everything is changing. We need to build loads of cool stuff. But I think we can open up this area now so that we can see our beautiful creations. But we do need to sort out the lighting because torches everywhere is both kind of ugly and, well, that's the main point really. It's ugly. It's very ugly. Let's raise this roof. Whoop whoop. Raise the roof. And I think we will call it there. That will be the end of this episode. We've made some good progress. making ethanol. And I think we need something like 64 or 32, yeah, 32 or 48 buckets of ethanol in order to fully heat the steam boiler. So we will need to produce quite a lot of it. And of course, make some more liquid ducts to feed it in underneath. So it'll come out of here, probably back 1 or 2, yeah, back 2, down underneath here and up into this. And then on the back of this, more liquid ducts will pump out into a tank that we will put above here. So it's all coming together, it's all looking pretty awesome. It's a bit mucky down here because it's cobblestone and stone, so not the most aesthetically pleasing. But we're getting there, guys. We are getting there. We are making progress in leaps and bounds. So I hope you have enjoyed this episode. A like would be very much appreciated. This has been a LeSquatch video, and I shall say thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next episode. This will produce biomass, the green stuff. We will then distill it into ethanol, the orange stuff, power the steam boiler with it, as well as giving the steam boiler some water, and that will produce steam. And then we feed the steam into steam engines, and we make oodles and oodles and oodles of Michael Jacksons.
Alright, but there's definitely still more things to explore in the nether. LeSquatch, what are you doing?
There isn't. Ah! No!